Hi, you guys, we're back. Oh, Kitty just woke up. So he's going to be with me today during the lesson and probably interrupt as he usually does. So, all right, we're in the last part of school. All right, so we're going to make it easy. We're going to go pretty quick today. We're going to talk about mean, median, and mode. Oops, I just knocked my paper over. All right, so I started a little bit of it just to kind of get a head start. The mean is what the average is, okay? So mean means average. Like when you go bowling and you bowl 3 games, you add up those 3 games, you divide by 3, that's how you find the mean. So when you do that, you add up the numbers, all the numbers, and then you divide by how many numbers there were. Kind of like if you bowled 3 games, you would divide by 3. If you bowled 6 games, you would add up all your scores, divide by 6. That gives you an average. There we go. Okay, and we're going to do a mean, a median. I put medial instead of median. Mean, a median, and mode problem in a minute. We're going to make this median, not medial. There we go. Okay, so mean is your average. That's when you add up the numbers. Your median is when you put the numbers in order from least to greatest. I keep hitting the phone. So you put numbers in order, okay? That is very important. You don't just take the middle number. Okay, and then let me get this a little bit smaller so my whole paper fits on there. There we go. So you put them in order from least to greatest, and then you take the middle number. If there's 2, you average them. So in other words, if I had something like, let's say I put them in order and it was 15, 17, 19. I don't want to do 3 numbers just to make my point, okay? If I looked at that, my middle number, their least to greatest, my middle number is 17. But let's say that I had another number, 22, okay? If I look, I have 2 middle numbers, so I would take what's in the middle of those. So I would add 17 plus 19 divided by 2. Okay, obviously 18 is between those because those are pretty easy numbers. So if I were doing that, it would be 18, okay? All right, and then mode is the one that occurs most often. Again, put your numbers in order from least to greatest when you do mode. It makes it so much easier. In order. Least to great. Okay. Your mode is the number that's used most often. That occurs most often. Okay, so in my original set here, 15, 17, 19, 22, there is no mode. There is not one number that's used more than another number, okay? If I had 2 17s, my mode would be 17. I can have more than one mode. I would not have 4 of them. That wouldn't be a mode. But if I had like 15, 15, 17, 17, 19, 22, I could have 15 and 17 as my mode, okay? All right, now we're gonna do problem. So the first thing I'm going to do is put them in order from least to greatest because even though I don't need that for the mean, I do need it for the median and the mode. It just makes my life easier. So I'm going to say 21, 22, there's another 22. I'm just crossing them off so I don't forget something. Oh, I forgot 21. Oh, I used 21. I would say 25, 27, 28, 30, 32, okay? I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's important to count them because sometimes you forget something and then it throws everything off. All right, the easiest one to do is the mode, okay? I have 121, 2 22s, 125, 127, 128, 130, 132. So the one that's used most often was 22. That's called your mode. Okay. My median, here's how I would find the median. It's literally how I would do this. I'd say this number with this number. One high, one low. One high, one low. One high, one low. All right, so I have two numbers left over. I would take the middle number, what's halfway between 25 and 27. My median is 26. My mode has to be in the information. My median does not. Okay? For mean, what I would do is I would add up all these numbers. I have 1, 2, so I'm going to have 21 plus 22. Okay, I'm going to add on a calculator, but I'm just going to write it out. 22 plus 22 plus 25 plus 27 plus 28 plus 30 plus 32. Okay, I'm going to add those numbers on a calculator, which I probably could have done ahead of time, but I did not, so it's going to take me a second. My iPad calculator going here. Since I find it. Awesome, still my calculator. There it is. All right, so if I add these numbers up, I have 21 plus 22 plus, there's another 22, I gotta put them both in. 25 plus 27 plus 28 plus 29. I didn't have a 29, what am I doing? Sorry. I have a 30 and a 32. 30 plus 32. I carried away. Okay, so I get a total of 207 equals 207. That is not my average. My average has to fall between the highest and the lowest number. Lowest and highest, I mean. 207 is when I add them up. I said I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So to find my average, I'm going to do that in green. So to find my mean, I would take my 207 divided by 8, and I can do that on a calculator, or I can just divide it out. I'm going to do it on a calculator to save time. So I had 207. I would divide it by, I had 8 numbers. Oh, I know what that did. Sorry, pretend I didn't do that. 207 divided by 8. If I forgot, it follows order of operations. And I would get 25.875. So my mean would be 25.875. Okay, does that fall in my range? Yes, that's what I need to check. Is it between 21 and 32? Yes, it is. And actually, it's really close to my median, so my numbers were spread out pretty well. All right. So all we're going to do is the same thing on a dot plot, okay? So if I have a dot plot, I used X's just so they'd show up a little bit more. It can be an X plot or a dot plot. What I would do is I'd say the mode. What has occurred most often? So 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3. 5 and 13 would be my mode. Okay? Now my median, you got to be very careful with a dot plot. It's not the median of the number line. It's the median of the X's. So if you wanted to write those numbers out, you could do that. That's 1, 3. That's 3 5s. I'm going to be doing that for my mean anyway. But another way to do that is just take high-low X's. So 1 high X, 1 low X. 1 high X, 1 low X. 1 high X, 1 low X. High X, low X, high X, low X, high X, low X. So it looks like my median was 8. Okay? I should have an odd number. If my median's 8, that means I should have an odd number of X's because I didn't have to average them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? So really all I did is I said this X went with this X, got rid of them, okay? If I wanted to list out these numbers, which I'm going to do for the mean, okay, I could do that in order. I'd say 3, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 8, 9, 11, 13, 13, 13. And then do like this 13 goes with this. So this 13, this 3, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, and I was left with 8. Okay, so I could do that both ways. I can just kind of cover up the X's, or I could list out the numbers. All right, so for the median, or the mean, that was the median. For the mean, I have 1, 3 plus. Now, I have 3 5s. I'm going to add 15. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15, so I'm just going to do it this way because it'll be a little bit faster. Plus, I have 2 6s, which is 12. I have 2 8s, which is 16. I have 1 9, 1 11, and I have 3 13s, which is 39. Okay? And remember, I said I had 13 total numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 when I counted those. So I'm going to add these numbers up. And again, I'm going to use a calculator just to do it faster. So I had, I'll get everything on here. So 3 plus 15 plus 12 plus 16 plus 9 plus 11 plus 39 equals, and I get 105, okay? I'm gonna take this 100, so this was equal to 105. I need to divide that by how many numbers I had, which was 13. So I'm gonna take that 105, divide it by 13. Now, what did I just do? Sorry. 105 divided by 13 equals, and I get 8.0769. I'm gonna round that to 8.1, okay? So I get my mean as 8.1. Usually your mean, if your data's like spread out or pretty evenly distributed, usually your mean and your median should be very, very close, okay? My mode, it doesn't matter, but usually your mean and your median are going to be very close. If I had a bunch of data here and a couple spread out here, that might be a little different, okay? So that's it. That's our lesson for today, mean, median, mode. So you have a Khan Academy assignment, no Learn Zillion. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.